Hi, this is Laurie Myers. I'm going to do a quick tutorial for you where we're going to use one image and I am going to show you how to make different actions with the one image. Something like this. This is a picture of myself and my mother, and I just played around, if you will, with the different Photoshop filters and actions. So first we're going to open up Photoshop. We're going to go to Create New, and I've already got this set up, so we're just going to custom, we'll call this one image, 12 actions. Switch this to inches, 16 inches wide, 12 inches tall, which is an orientation of landscape or horizontal. We'll leave all this the same and we'll hit create. So now our canvas comes in, background. I'm just gonna call it canvas to name it. And we're gonna go to file and open. And I thought it would be fun to use Mona Lisa, since we've been talking about fair use and public domain and U.S. copyright, and she was definitely created in the Renaissance time period, which was well before 1923. Okay, so we're here. We're going to unlock this so we can do a little more with it. We're going to hit crop, and if it does not crop square, you'll just drop down, click this drop down menu so you can change the ratio, and we want her to be square. So let's just drag her here, and we can hit enter or the check mark. Now, one thing that's important here is that we make sure that she is 4 inches by 4 inches because we want to drag her into that canvas. Okay, so we're going to go to image and image size, and we're going to change this to 4 inches by 4 inches and click OK. Okay, now we want to make sure the move tool is on. We're going to click and drag Mona Lisa and hover over the canvas, bring her in and drop her. Okay, so we'll do that again. We click, drag, keep holding down, hover, and when the canvas opens, we'll drop her in there. Let's see, we want to look for the pink lines to make sure she's in there correctly. So you'll see down here that we have layers that we can rename if we want, but since we're, it's automatically creating layers for us, and it's Mona Lisa number 1 and number 2. You have the eyes that you can turn on and off so you can make sure you're on the right layer. So we'll just leave Mona Lisa number 1 as she is, and we'll experiment with the layer 2. And I tell you what, another thing that you can do, you can just Control C and Control V, so you can just use your keyboard shortcuts of copy and paste. Somehow I'm a little bit off there, aren't I? There we go. So again, you can just Control paste, Control paste, and go ahead and tile her if you would like. Or again, you can go back here, click, drag, hover. That seems to take a little bit more time. But there you can see how these layers occur. Okay, so it does skip around here just a little bit just because of the way we put them in. But again, you can click the eye on and off to see where you are. And because we're going to change them all, it doesn't really matter, but you want to make sure you're selected on the layer that you want to work on. We're going to go up here to the bridge first, and know that you can go to Image and Adjustments, and you can change those adjustments. So we'll just change her black and white there. Let's work on this layer. So I know I'm not doing this in a particular order, but we just want to make sure you're selected on the layer that you want to work on. We could go to Image, and we could use this posterize, where we posterize her, and you can bring the levels up or way down, and basically it's just changing the contrast. So the smaller the number, the more contrast you're going to see. Okay, let's see, select this one. Okay, and let's look at under Edit. Let's do this puppet warp. Pretty fun stuff. So it makes all these little selections here. And what you do is you stick your pin in, and wherever you pin it will allow you to move or rotate those pixels. So let's put another pin right here. Maybe another one here. And then you can just click Enter or accept it as it is. Let's go back up here. Let's look at layer 2. So I'm going to make sure I'm selected on the layer that I want to work on. And there's all kinds of fun stuff that you can do in here. If we just go to Transform and Scale, all that's going to do is just what it says it does, is scale. Let's do something different with that though, and I want to remind you that that Control Z is your best friend. So let's cancel that, make sure we're on layer 2, and let's go to Edit, Transform, and let's do Warp. And it's similar to Skew, but your points are already there. There's all kinds of fun stuff you could do with this. Alright, and then Enter or the check mark. So we haven't done anything like super drastic. Let's do something different with number 3. So we've already kind of experimented with some of these things under Edit. Experimented a little bit with Image, and let's go to Filter, and you can do any of these fun things. I kind of like pixelate, and I really like crystallize. So let's crystallize her. Again, you can determine the cell size, and I don't like too many cells because I still want to tell a little bit that it's Mona Lisa, and click OK. Alright, let's go to layer 4, picture number 4, and again the filter, there's a lot of fun stuff. There's some cool stuff you can do with 3D, but let's go to over here, and let's click normal, and let's change this. Maybe we want to subtract and do the old school negative. So there are filters over here, and also you can control the opacity here, right? You can also move colors around. Experiment with colors. Okay, let's find this layer number 9 here. and be aware that you could, the clone stamp tool is pretty fun. So if we click Alt and click, then we can paint her face here. And maybe you want to do that again, so Alt and click. We'll have 3 Mona Lisas. Alright, but again, other stuff you can do here. Where's one we haven't done anything with? Layer 6. Let's grab this. Well, it looks like we have the smudge tool selected. And I want to make it smaller, so I'm using the brackets. Oh, there we go. Cool. It's a little too much, so I'm going to do Control Z and maybe just rough that texture up just a little bit. Control Z. Alright, so anyway, we've done a little playing here, and hopefully you've learned something about just tiling photos, bringing those photos in, and using the different actions and filters and tools. So let's see what you come up with.